This is an excerpt from How to Aim Pool Shots, a 3-DVD instructional series organized as shown here. This is an example clip from the third DVD that covers simple and effective systems and adjustments for aiming kick and bank shots. Now let's look at a general-purpose, fast-speed bank shot aiming system that works over a wide range of angles. We call it the 1/3 more than twice system. It requires that the object ball be sliding into the cushion with close to stun. When the object ball is far from the rail, fast speed is required, although not as fast as with the previous 3-to-1 reference. When the object ball is close to the rail, fast speed is not required since the object ball doesn't have time or distance to develop roll, and it will automatically be sliding into the cushion. This diagram shows several reference tracks that illustrate how the system works. The aim points for the reference lines are measured in the rail grooves across from diamond locations. Remember, the rail groove is where the base of a ball sits when it is frozen to the cushion. With each reference line, the point at which the line of aim crosses the near rail groove is 1/3 of a diamond above the 2 times distance point predicted by a true mirror aim. The reference tracks are 1/3 more than 1 to 1/2, 1/3 more than 2 to 1, 1/3 more than 3 to 1.5, 1/3 more than 4 to 2, and so on. We know this might sound and look a little complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it, it is fairly easy to remember and visualize. The only thing you really need to remember is 1/3 more than twice. As with the 2-to-1 through diamond kicking system, it can be useful to practice banks on the reference tracks to get a feel for the speed required and to practice visualizing the tracks. Here's a good way to do this. First place a ball on the cushion at the first diamond. Then place a ball on the opposite cushion 1/3 of a diamond above the second diamond. Then place the cue ball and object ball along this line. Then remove the ball on the banking cushion and set up for the shot with the cue directly over the ball on the near cushion aimed squarely at the object ball. Here, since the object ball is fairly close to the rail, the speed doesn't need to be very fast, but we do need enough speed to make sure the object ball is mostly sliding into the cushion. Here's the 1/3 more than 2 to 1 shot. Here's the layout for the 1/3 more than 3 to 1.5. Again, the target on the banking rail is in the groove across from 1.5, and the ball on the far cushion is 1/3 of a diamond above 3, which is twice 1.5. Here's the shot. Here's the 1/3 more than 4 to 2 track. And here's the 1/3 more than the 5 to 2.5 track. Again, the target is in the groove across from 2.5, and the line crosses the far cushion in the groove at 1/3 more than twice 2.5 at 5. Bob actually hit the object ball slightly on the right side, causing the object ball to go a tad short, but it was still pocketed. Here's one more at the 1/3 more than 6 to 3 track. First try out all of these tracks before attempting to use the system on actual shots. Here are the tracks again. Remember, for each track, the crossing point in the groove of the target rail is at 1/3 more than twice the distance in the banking rail groove. For an arbitrary bank shot, one way to apply the system is to see which track the object ball is closest to and adjust between the tracks as necessary. Here's an example. Here, the object ball is fairly close to the 1/3 more than 2 to 1 track. When adjusting, the butt should be shifted twice as much as the tip. Here's the adjustment. And here's the shot. Here's another example. When visualizing a track, it can help to first put the tip in the rail groove across from a diamond, and then pivot to the 1/3 more than twice point in the opposite rail groove. Here's the track at 2 from 1/3 more than 4, and here's the track at 2.5 from 1/3 more than 5. In this case, the object ball is pretty much in the middle of the 2 tracks, so Bob can just use the rail groove point in between the 2 track crossings to find the necessary line of aim for the object ball. Here's the shot. Here's another example. Here, the 9 is exactly on the track at 3 from 1/3 more than 6. Now, since the 9 is not very close to the rail, fast speed is required to pocket this ball along the 1/3 more than twice line of aim. If insufficient speed is used, the object ball will pick up forward roll on the way to the cushion and it will bank long. Here's what that looks like. That wasn't even close. Again, if the object ball is not on or very close to the cushion, fast speed is required to guarantee stun at the cushion. Here's the same shot along the same line, but with adequate speed. With careful aim and fast speed, the system works very well. For more information, visit the HAPS website at dr-dave-billiards.com/aiming. There, you can view video excerpts from and see a detailed outline of the entire HAPS series.